Right. What shall I do? Get my phone, I think. That might be a very good thing of me to do. Ooh. And my cup of tea. Which is nearly empty, but never mind. And open the live chat up. That's the third thing I need to do. Alright, so hello everyone, it's me, SpursRail96 here, and welcome to a spooky Halloween stream on Train Sim World 3, where we're continuing or concluding the little trilogy, I suppose, on the streaming front with East Coastway. The previous stream I did conducted a passenger service and did some freight activities as well, and it was quite good fun. So I thought we now take a look at the next stage of that, and that is more passenger services, but this time with an old but familiar face, the BR Class 313 for East Coastway. So we're going to pick that. I have to do one in the daytime, won't we? Yeah, let's do let's type it in. New Haven. Oh, I spelt it wrong. That's it. There you go. We got one at 1837, Brighton to New Haven Marine. Yeah, I think we'll do that one on Halloween. Have some fog, I think. 1837. It'll be quite be dark, won't it? That's a tough one. I don't think we'll do that one. We'll do a service in the daytime. We'll do Seaford to Brighton. Why not? Do one early in the morning. Where's it gone? Seaford to Brighton, that's it. Put it to October. Have some fog on there. Let's roll. I'll say my hellos to Alfie. Hey, how are you? Happy Halloween to you too. Trainmaster and Thierry. Hope you're all well and have hopefully had a fun and safe Halloween today. I have indeed, certainly. I've had one family with a 5-year-old kid come to the house for trick-or-treats. Other than that, no, it's been pretty quiet. Which I'm not complaining. Put the brakes on there. Where's the master key? There we go. Oh. There we go. I love the cab in this. Look at the detail. Look at the scratches on the dashboard there. Very nice indeed. Presume the lights are all on. I have no idea. There it is. TPWS. There's another switch over here. DSD hiding there around the cabinet. Sound isolation is normal. Right, let's go. Let's get this pep up and running on this Halloween evening. Not the scariest train in the world, but it will do. I think on the Dovetail, what is it, store or the Steam store, there's a load of discounts on some old school train simulator content. specifically for today, Halloween. So if you've got Train Simulator or even Train Sim World, I'm sure there's some Halloween discounts floating around. And I'm pretty sure that this could actually be one of the Loco DLCs that has a discount. I'm not sure if it's on PlayStation specifically, but yeah, discount is a discount. Alfie has his Stitch costume on for Halloween. Fair enough, Thierry. I think the North America makes a bigger deal of it than we do here in the UK of Halloween. Yeah, we've been sister and I carved a few pumpkins out. It was good fun. We've had to light a very strong Yankee candle to get rid of the smell. I mean, it's incredibly windy today where I am. The lights were flickering as I was having my dinner earlier this evening, and I thought, wow, I know it's Halloween, but not while I'm eating my dinner. I don't want a power cut, thank you. Okay, so the first stop is Bishopstone. I'm going way too fast. Surprise, surprise. Too busy chatting. Not concentrating. As long as we stop. Oh, we might have actually completely overshot our mark. Oh, I don't think we... I'll reverse back on the platform. Thankfully, to get out of the emergency brakes, it's not that difficult. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so the dock matrix displays is obviously different to the other class 377. Looks very spooky in the distance there, as we're going to go over a bridge or a viaduct. Just missed. Ghouls and ghosts will be waiting for us. And I'll put the reverser in, wrong position. Thank you very much. Locking the doors. Right, let's go. For new stop, what am I about? Signal failed. How did I fail? No. We'll try again. I wasn't paying attention. I was about to look at the chat, and yeah, obviously I set the throttle on. And it's too late. Oh well. You can tell I haven't had much practice on the 313. Oh well. I'll be more alert next time. At least I'll know what to expect. The wipers are in the park position. DRA. Headlights and marker lights. The radio does work, I think. Yeah, you can up the brightness. Hey, look at that. Turn the lights on. If they are on, I've no idea. It's now just starting to rain outside. Lovely. Yeah, it's very difficult to tell whether the lights are on or not. The interior lights look as though they're off rather than on. Or they're just not bright enough for my liking. Maybe that might be why. Right, let's go to Bishopstone again. Make a better meal of it this time. Well, Alfie made a stitch pumpkin. Very nice. Thierry, we're getting a route with the 323, probably the X-City line. Why are the brakes on? Jesus Christ. I do apologise. My driving is a bit better than this, I can assure you. Absolute shambles tonight. Thierry, and what did he say? Getting a route of a class 323, probably the the Birmingham City line. Yeah, I've seen that. Don't worry. yeah, not much to say, is there? It's not the thing I'm most interested in at the moment, to be honest with you. The thing that's mainly caught my interest is ironically, a USA Loco add-on. I'm keeping my eyes firmly fixed on that rather than a new UK route. Don't get me wrong, the Birmingham City line is a decent route. I think it's 37 miles, has I think close to, definitely in double figures of stations. And it's nice to get, what is it, East Midlands trains. I think they're the ones that run that section of the Cross City line. So yeah, it just is not the most interesting thing on my radar right now. The Acela Express is definitely for me the number one thing I've got my eyes firmly fixed on. God, that rain really is coming down. I can hear it smashing against my window. Heavy rain. Don't know if you can hear it, but I can't. There we are. A TA call extension to this route would be to Ashford, which could give rise to a class 171 loco. Plus the V77 services will be extended to Hastings and Orr. Yeah, I think the services to Hastings and Orr would be a nice little route extension. I don't know how long it would be, but a route extension is a route extension, I suppose. But then again, will Dovetail do that? I doubt it. I mean, they've already added the Brighton main line to it. So I suppose their mantra is now, once they do like kind of an extension to a route, then leave it, regardless if you like it or hate it. I think Rus-Ignored got an extension going from Hagen to Wuppertal, Steinbeck. East Coastway obviously got an extension from Brighton to London Victoria. Taranto Ramp came along, that is an extension to Naverka Dresden. Where does that go from? Dresden to Chemnitz, I think. I think that's it as far as I think, top of my head. I mean, you could technically say also the Northeast Corridor technically got an extension, because Northeast Corridor New York, which is part of the Northeast Corridor, which goes from New York to New Rochelle, and then obviously we got another part of the Northeast Corridor, which goes from Boston to Providence. Okay, we're approaching New Haven Harbour. No issues this time around. What time are we due in? 7:29. Oh, not too bad. Oh, it's West Midlands Railway. Okay, I had a feeling it was something Midlands Railway or something like that. I swear it used to be London Midland, did it not? Like a green livery or something like that. Unless they've updated the livery. I haven't been keeping up, so... It's a shame, because I like that London Midland, like green and white or green or silver livery. On the brakes. Very slow, slowing down. My goodness. Brakes are not as strong as I'd like. But realistic. The extension to Orr is only 20 miles and the extension to Ashford would be 48. I think an extension to Orr would be okay. 20 miles isn't too bad, I think. It's an even number, so... Alfie, guess my favourite Alton Towers ride. Oh, I know what your favourite Alton Towers ride is. I think I've lost count how many times you've said it. It begins with an S and ends in an R. Right, the next stop is New Haven Town, which really isn't that far away. Less than 500 yards away. Thierry, Hamburg to Hanover would be cool. It would be kind of an extension to Kassel Würzburg. Well, it's true, and also it will be an extension to Hauptstrecke Hamburg Lübeck, as it goes from Hamburg. I mean, there's so many extensions in Germany you could think of. You can have an extension from Riesa to Leipzig, so that's an extension to Nürnberg Dresden, and kind of rapid transit to a degree. Or maybe have the Berlin to Leipzig route, which I quite like. In the train simulator world, it's an interesting watch. Interesting driving characteristics there, undulations and types of surfaces. So here we are at New Haven Town. There's a ferry somewhere. It's in the mist, unless it's gone. It's probably further down. You can drive the Class 313 in only a free car configuration. This does add additional services to the London commuter route. I think it is... What does it do? I think it's empty stock moves in Selhurst Depot, and then you take a Class 313 from Selhurst Depot all the way to Brighton Depot. Right, the next stop is South East, which is just over 2.5 miles away. Whoa, we're going too fast. One recommendation I got told to do for a pumpkin yesterday was the British Rail logo, the old one. Unless it's still the current one, I don't know, but that caught me by surprise. I thought that would be quite a good Halloween design. There's a 313. Loading some aggregate. Come rain or shine, Halloween or Christmas Eve, that locomotive is always doing aggregate duties. And if you haven't checked out the previous stream, then it's the very latest video that was uploaded to my channel. And I definitely recommend watching it. It was quite good fun. And speaking of the usual YouTube shenanigans, of course, if you'd enjoyed this Halloween themed stream on Train Sim World 3, I'd be very happy if you would give the stream a like, and if you are watching either live or on playback for the first time, I'd be very, very happy if you would consider subscribing to the channel. If not, then the Headless Horseman will come out and take your head off. Had to throw a Halloween pun in there, didn't I? Right, the next stop is, did I already say it's South East? It's just over a mile away. We're due in at 7:35. Banana Craft, hey, how are you? Welcome to this Halloween themed stream. I've tried my best to make it as Halloweenish as possible, and we're going way too fast. Throwing a bit of fog to make it East Coast way look a bit spooky. I imagine it's normally this misty anyway, as it's, well, very close to the sea. Yeah, just going for a run on East Coast Way with the BR Class 313. So far, so good. Went through one red signal and had to start the service again, but I wasn't that far into the service, and we're going way too fast again. My bearings are very bad today. Oh dear, they're very much off. Oh, we're on the crossing. Oh dear, never mind. Are we ahead of schedule? No, we're not. Oh well. If we were, I could have reversed onto the platform, but never mind. Passengers have to just step down onto the road. It's perfectly safe, the barriers are down, and there's no cars coming. Where's the cows? There's the cows. They usually go moo. Normally, I remember doing some services or a scenario on here once, and every time I stopped at this station I'd hear a non-stop, never-ending noise of cows moving in the field. Right, let's go to Lewis. Just under 3 miles away. I've turned the wipers on. That I didn't expect. Why are the wipers on? Oh. Park, please. Thank you. They are off, aren't they? Yeah, park. How strange. This train is haunted. Just test the wiper. Ah, pressing the wrong button. Apologies. Wipers do work. Okay. Just checking. They're not been taken over by some ghost or something. Broadcroft, definitely a fun night. Glad to be going. Yeah. You haven't been trick-or-treating out, have you? You haven't been stealing the sweets from the kiddies. Come on now. You're being greedy now. The West Coast Way could also be a good route extension indeed. Does that go to Bournemouth, if I recall? Or Southampton? Or Portsmouth? Banana Craft, in my case, drop off people right to the puddle. Yeah, a muddy puddle. That'll cheer them up. That's good customer service right there. Very good. One mile from Lewis. We're pushing for time, that's for sure. Blimey. Ah, it is Southampton. Oh, I had a feeling one of them was right. My geography isn't as rusty as I thought. Oh, you've just been driving around Banana Craft. Oh, right, fair enough. Okay, here's Lewis. Is there a train or two? There's one. And it's a 313. And stop. Yeah, I love the livery. Ah, and how nice to have two of them. A friend for company. Coastway. Look at these pictures here. Looks so cool you've got. Yeah. That's in Portsmouth. No idea where that is. And that's on a pier somewhere. Your local links along the south coast. Oh, you can go to a castle. Go to the White Cliffs of Dover. Well, kind of. Unless they're not eroded away. And a castle, look at that. At Portsmouth, Chichester, Bognor, Littlehampton, Worthing, Brighton, Lewes, Seaford and Eastbourne. What a lovely place to visit in the summer, I'm sure. I've only been to Southampton. And that's it. Right, the next stop is Falmer. Just under 4.5 miles away. Banana Craft got a big bar of chocolate and chips. At home to get through? Okay, right. Very nice. Big bar of chocolate. Very nice. I've got a Galaxy chocolate downstairs awaiting me. I shouldn't have said that now. I'll be feeling hungry. Thierry, I've seen an air ambulance flying really low today near my house, but it landed far away. Oh dear, that's not good. Hopefully the respective casualties are in a okay-ish condition. Never nice to see. So there's two different types of this locomotive, or this electric multiple unit. You've got one on Glasgow Cathcart Circle, and you've got obviously this one on East Coastway. I prefer this version, the one I'm driving. To me, it feels more polished. The graphics look crisper. I think the livery is nice, and yeah, the sounds and the driving characteristics are similar, if not identical, even though there is a difference in class 314 compared to a class 313. I'm not sure if that's due to the power unit, or maybe a power unit doesn't have a power unit, does it? Or maybe the pantograph is missing on a section of the carriages. I'm not too sure. Well, maybe it's down to the seating capacity. Maybe the interiors have been... Maybe one has had the interior refurbished and maybe the other one hasn't. I have no idea. Now Liam, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Well done, 164. That's a high scoring game. We're just approaching Falmouth Station, which is of course home to Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club, and the Amex Stadium, American Express Community Stadium. Some people call it Falmouth Stadium, or the Amex Stadium. Pretty decent stadium, pretty modern exterior. Banana Craft probably just a different layout and probably not got a toilet on board. It could be true, yeah. Might be right. Probably is the right answer. Because I certainly don't know. It's difficult to compare locomotives side on. Maybe, I suppose you could. I wish you had an option in the training centre of getting, cherry picking locomotives, putting them next to each other in the training centre and actually comparing them inside, outside. Be an interesting way to look at locomotives. It'd be quite cool if we had like a Forza Vista kind of thing like you have on Forza Motorsport, wasn't it, where you could pan around a car and look at the details, look at some statistics. It'd be quite cool to see that, get an idea of what the internals of an electric multiple unit or a diesel locomotive is like. Where's it built, how long has it been in service for, what's the capacity of of it capable of with passengers, what's its maximum pulling power, all these kind of things. I think it would just be nice to have more of a technical insight into the locomotives rather than just trying to find some stats online. I think it would be quite cool, because that's what I found interesting with Forza Motorsport, just looking at the detail of the engine, or how the boot would open, how the car would start up, or looking at the dimensions of the wheels, for example. I think there was a Ferrari California where you can actually take the roof on and off manually by a push of a button, which is pretty cool to see the animation, see the mechanicals working there. So I think it would just be quite cool just to see that kind of aspect in the training centre, not just get in and drive, but learn about what you are driving. That'd be quite cool, I think. I should put a suggestion on the forum about that. I think I will, actually. I don't know what you've lot think about that, but I think that's a brilliant idea. I mean, this is a simulation after all. Well, kind of. I think 50% is simulation and 50% sometimes just isn't. So, yeah, very much interesting avenue to explore, with technical stuff. So, yeah, I think it'll be interesting, especially with like the more modern locomotives, and I think it'll go down quite well with the high-speed trains in particular. Right, the next stop is Molscombe, if I said it correctly. It's just over a mile away. Come on. After we've done this run from Seaford to Brighton, we'll just do one quick little service going from Brighton to Lewes, and then that will be that. I don't want to do too much tonight, just in case I get a power cut. Because the weather has certainly been a bit wild and windy and rainy today. that's for sure. So far the stream is holding steady. I wonder, this would be an interesting question for you all. I mean, let's try and stick to the Halloween theme here. What's the scariest thing you've experienced on a train? Don't make it too graphical. This is a family-friendly show, kids. Or maybe what's the weirdest thing you've experienced on the train? I suppose weird can be a bit scary. Okay. Oh, I have to wait for a little bit. We're on time. We're ahead of schedule. Unbelievable. A Commando. All right, Spurs. Hey, Commando. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Happy Halloween to you, as if you celebrate it, of course. Thierry, we nearly got a nice Halloween treat. Lots of bus services were going to get cancelled, but it was saved and are being operated by different companies until March. Oh, hey, that's nice. That's something to cheer about, isn't it? In the cold and dark of Halloween. Banana Craft, you can do that if you set a scenario. You can put two different trains next to one another if you use off the rails. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Banana Craft, I think that's really good. Learning about the history and the works is an extra part of the game, going into the, works of the train. Yeah, I completely agree. I'm glad you like the idea. The history, the technical details of a multiple unit, and even we can push the boundaries a bit further, the coaches or freight rolling stock, in which there's tons of it in the game. Thierry, there's a scenario on this route where you drive a class 313 on London commuter services with a 6 car. Yeah, is that like an empty stock move, isn't it, from Selhurst Depot to Brighton, I think? Brighton Depot? It's part of like a maintenance train or something like that. Liam, apologies if you were saying something to me. My power went out due to my toaster. This is not a joke. Power went out due to how can a toaster put the power out? Okay, that's interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Your toaster's got a mind of its own. It's haunted. That's why. A Commando, most scary thing I've experienced on the train is the commuters between Manchester and Liverpool. Yeah. I'm not saying anything. A, because I haven't been to Manchester or Liverpool, so I have no comment. Banana Craft, it turning up on time for once is a normal. Yeah, if it turned up on time, yeah. You'll be a bit shell-shocked, I think, that's for sure. Imagine if it arrived early. You must think something's wrong with the driver. Banana Craft and just go on the London Underground for stranger things to see. Yeah, London Underground. Ay, that's a whole different world. I remember seeing a documentary series on the BBC a few years ago of the London Underground. And my goodness me, some of the strange things you see on the Underground. I think there's like a ghost series or something like that. Ghosts documentary on the Underground of like drivers recalling seeing ghosts or something like that. I think one of them was There was a driver who had finished his shift, and he parked one of the tubes in the sidings in a tunnel. This was underground, of course, not out in the daylight. And as he was walking back to the station concourse, he came across someone with, I think it was an old Davy lamp or someone, and he didn't know who it was. So when he eventually came back to the station, he went and asked the station manager. He said, did you came and speak to me or something, or did a member of staff come and see to me just to make sure I was okay or something? And he said, no. Why? He said, well, I've just seen someone with a Davy lamp or something like that. Very strange. I think that's how the story goes. I may be a bit inaccurate with the Davy lamp, but I think it was something like that, an old railway worker or something on the underground. Alright, here we are coming into Brighton, where it's bustling of activity. Got a 377 coming in, and got a 377 parked up. Non-stop action in Brighton. Good place to rail fan in real life, as well as in the game. And we're ahead of schedule. Excellent. Whee! And there we go. That was a very long train that came in. That must be an express or something. Yeah, it's going to London Victoria. Was that it? Yeah, it was. Look at that. That's a long old train. Very long indeed. A commando, you heard about the new UK route being a Birmingham Cross City Line Spurs. I have indeed. I'll give my thanks to Thierry for that one. He told me. And then I did look it up. I think I saw a brief picture of it, Halloween thing, and I looked at the comments saying it's a class 323 or something like that, or I thought it was the Acela, as it was electric, on an electric line, but yeah, we'll see what it looks like. I mean, for me, on the roadmap as it currently stands, the Acela or the mysterious US loco add-on is, for me, the most interesting thing. But that's just my view, of course. Right, what shall we do? We'll do Brighton to Lewis, 750. Ideal. Foggy. There you go. An all-stop service to Lewis. Liam, did you hear about the mathematician who's afraid of negative numbers? He'll stop at nothing to avoid them. Very good. Have you got any Halloween jokes, Liam? I'm sure you have some in your catalogue of jokes. Anyway, we need to set this bucket of bolts up. That's the demister. Headlights. It's all tickety-boo. That's bright, isn't it? Yes, it is. That isn't. There we go. DSD and the AWS and the TPWS. There we are. So it's just a short hop to Lewis, and that will conclude the stream. I'll sit on this little pole here. Well, we can't go very far. We've got a red signal. It's a bit of a shame. Oh, no, it's green. Let's roll. Oh, another train coming in. That caught me off guard. Banana Craft said about that last time. It's called Ghosts of the Underground. Ah, right. I had a feeling that story was accurate. It's the only story I can remember. To me, it's the most interesting story out of that program. Thierry, I've once had a train turn at 15 minutes early. That's scary. Secrets of the London Underground is a new one. Ah, right. As Liam says, it's on the channel called Yesterday. I think if you have the Yesterday app, I think you can access it. Watch it on catch up, maybe. Right, the first stop is London Road, a station I have not stopped yet. I have not stopped at yet, I should say. Liam, I once had a train to catch and looked at the time and it wasn't a freight train. That can't be right, and realised it left a day earlier. Right, here's London Road. And no, it's not a road in London. Be interesting to learn about the state. I think just expanding on what I said earlier of like having like a Forza Vista kind of experience on the trains. Why not the route itself? You know, have a guide to the history of it. Like have literally a route guide, like a 10-minute almost like little video with footage made from Train Sim World of history of the route, stations, some sights to see, and all this kind of stuff. I think that'll be interesting as well. But of course, Dovetail won't do that. So. Liam, why didn't the mum let the little witch go trick-or-treating with her friends? She was expelled from school. Yeah, very good. Hey, Foxy, how are you? Oh, sorry to hear you've got the virus, my friend. Hope you get well soon. It's never nice to have it. I should know, because I've had it. Never nice. I think I had it for 2 weeks in March. I was off of work for about a month. Luckily recovered just in time to have my holiday. Thierry, why are penguins scared of ghosts? Because they blend in with ice and snow. Right, the next stop is Molscombe, just over half a mile away. Early, and when do zombies finish trick-or-treating? When they are dead tired. Pretty sure the passengers won't like my extreme driving style of full throttle and full braking, but ah well. It'll give them an exciting ride. Have some heavy metal music playing in the background. We'll have some AC/DC of Highway to Hell. that'd be quite good actually on this Halloween evening. I'll have to get my Halloween playlist out when I've finished. Play some tunes. Oh, we're running late. That's not good. I was going to say, well, the doors wouldn't open then. What a gloomy, scary sight that is. There we go. Let's go. Let's roll. To Falmer. Into the mist we shall go, never to return. Foxy made €65 in 1 hour. That is fun. Especially as a student. Indeed. Even though that's a train I would get on, yeah. Halloween is interesting. Why not getting a ghost train then? Oh yeah, ghost train. Funny thing you said that, Foxy. I think there was like a ghost train on this actual line, wasn't there? Used to be like a ghost train that went to New Haven Marine. Stopped there for like a few minutes and then trundled off again. I think a YouTuber called Jeff Marshall, I think he did a video on it years ago. Way back. I think he documented the ghost train on New Haven Marine. Obviously the New Haven Marine is gone now. I think it's been torn up and turned into, I don't know, some sort of local industry. Or maybe a local company or business owns that plot of land now, or maybe the ferry company. I'm sure someone will clarify that if that's correct. I think that is right, a ghost train. Because New Haven Marine used to be a station, didn't it? And then it closed due to low passenger numbers or something like that. Or maybe because the station infrastructure was just not safe or out of date. And so, I don't know, I think it was still Southern at the time, just kept running this ghost train to New Haven Marine. Hence why it gained quite a reputation. That part of the East Coastway. And you could do a couple of trips to New Haven Marine in the service mode. One early in the morning and one late at night, I think. I've unlocked both doors. What an idiot I am. Let's lock the right door. Thank you. Don't want the passengers falling onto the tracks and getting killed. Oh, what's going on here? Thank you. I only wanted the right. I only wanted the right doors locked, not both of them. Oh, it was a 313. Oh, right. Well, if the doors, if passengers came off that side, they would have immediately gone onto that train. Would have gone straight back to Brighton. Walking literally onto another train. Right, let's go to our next and final stop, which is Lewis. Thierry, why was the Scooby-Doo gang annoyed? Because it was Halloween, so everyone was in masks. Well, I suppose they've got to solve the mystery. They could just ask for everyone's masks to be removed. Yeah, I used to like the old Scooby-Doo films. The animated ones, they were pretty good. Yeah, you'll make me play the Scooby-Doo theme tune now when I finish the stream, Foxy. Thierry, my dad once said he heard a ghost train go through his house. How can it go through his house? Blimey, that must be one small train. Or one big house to accommodate a train, that's for sure. I'll tell you what I should have added as a weather effect, thunder and lightning. That's what I should have done. That would have been more scary and spooky. Oh well, never mind. Misty will do. Misty and foggy will do. Main reason I didn't want to use a service that had thunder and lightning is because of the rain audio in the cab. It just irritates me. It's just so repetitive. I wish they freshen it up a bit, the in-cab audio of rain effects and sound effects. In terms of the next stream on the channel, it will be next Monday, Monday the 7th of November 2022, and we're going to be going to, I suppose, a route that not many people play, and that route in question is the Canadian National Oakville Subdivision. That'll be a quite interesting thing to do. I have not played that route in years, and I know it was recently fitted with the latest preservation crew updates, updated skybox, track rendering, long distance scenery improved, maybe some bugs fixed here and there. I think PI passenger information systems are working-ish, even though there's no passenger services on the route. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to that one. That'll be an interesting one. It'll be nice to visit Ontario, Canada. Alright, approaching Lewis. Yeah, it's a good route, Foxy. You can get up to a pretty high speed limit. I mean, you saw me just then doing 70 miles per hour. So it's a good mixture of passenger services, slow speed, high speed, good freight activities, you know, bringing empty wagons to the aggregate terminal, filling them up, and then taking them back to Lewis. So it's a good variety of activities to do, and we're speeding badly. Very badly. There we go, it's better. Yeah, I'm not sure the route length, Foxy, of the Brighton of the East Coast Way, but it's a bit short. But if you have the London commuter, that is technically an extension. So, all right, here we are at Lewis, Journey's End. Thankfully, the stream held itself together. Thank goodness for that. Very pleased, very relieved. Some passengers getting off, some not at all. And yeah. A Commando, the Canadian National livery on the Canadian trains is nice. Was thinking about getting it, but apparently it's too short. Plus, it will be bug-ridden like most routes. Bug-ridden like most routes. Bug-ridden, I suppose that's normal now for video games these days. So, yeah, don't expect to be a bug. No bugs at all. There will be a bug here and there, that's for sure. I think more switching services need to be added to Canadian National for sure. If they had a dedicated switcher to that route, I think that would be fantastic. But definitely haven't said anything or done anything to that route as far as new content to Canadian National. But there we are. That concludes the stream, everyone, on East Coast Way on this Halloween evening with the little Pep, the BR Class 313. If you'd enjoyed this stream, then of course make sure to hit the like button below. And if you are watching for the first time, live or on playback for the first time, I'd very appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel for more Train Sim World content and streams from me. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and have a very spooky Halloween. Safe one as well. So, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Take care.